Hi, I'm Bob Tarte, author of Enslaved by Ducks, and my latest book, Fowl Weather.
I'm book character Bill Holm, and I'm featured in Bob Tarte's books Enslaved by Ducks and Fowl Weather. One of the best places for birdwatching in West Michigan is the Muskegon Wastewater Treatment Plant near Muskegon, Michigan.
That's right, Bill. Muskegon Wastewater attracts numerous wild ducks, geese, and shorebirds of all kinds.
Bob and I recently enjoyed a birdwatching expedition at Muskegon Wastewater, and we saw a number of interesting species.
And we had a splendid time.
I think one of the most important tips when you're going to spend the day bird watching is to do it slowly. Don't rush.
Absolutely, Bob, because if you rush, you might scare the birds away, and it's very important that the birds feel calm and submissive.
Well, it's a good thing we were patient that day because conditions really weren't optimal for good birding.
No, they weren't, Bob. It was a little bit iffy that day out at the Muskegon Wastewater Treatment Plant.
I'm just not having any luck today. I don't know what it is.
Well, there's not very much sun. And when I view a bird from a distance, I found that if I use this special bird attracting fluid, that it makes the birds feel more comfortable at getting closer so that I can view them more optimally. Oh, these are beautiful. What birds are these, Bob?
Oh, those are snow buntings, and that brings up a good point that it's very important to have the right equipment for looking at birds. I'm seeing something, but I can't tell if it's a surf scoter or a snow bunting. Take a look.
That's no good. Let me spot it with mine. Bob, another important point is your reference materials that you use when you're bird watching. I've always been a stickler for having an excellent book that focuses on the birds of the region.
That's a very good point, Bill, and that's a good book that you've chosen there. And I have a personal favorite that I absolutely wouldn't be without when I go birding. Isn't this what we're seeing?
What?
Isn't this what we're seeing here?
I don't know. Let me,
Or is it... What do you...
let me check in my book. I think it's an owl. Another critical component of the birdwatcher's art is having the proper vehicle with the proper cargo capacity, such as my classic Volvo 850 Turbo.
Yes, you can't underestimate the need to fit all of your equipment in one vehicle.
I think you have to get the angle a little bit on the bias.
Sometimes it's not enough to be able to visually identify a bird. It's also very good to get familiar with the bird calls so you can hear them out in the field.
That's an excellent point, Bob. In fact, I've spent a lifetime practicing various bird calls in order to attract them more effectively and efficiently.
You know, we still haven't seen the tundra swan today.
Huh. Well, why don't I try calling one in?
Can you do that?
I think I can. Smirnoff! Smirnoff!
The Muskegon Wastewater System is a little bit off the beaten path, isn't it, Bill?
It is, but don't be deceived. It's a cultural treasure trove for the discriminating gourmand.
We hope you've enjoyed yourself today, as we've also tried to teach you a few things about bird watching, and we hope that you'll apply what you've learned today as you go out and try bird watching yourself.
Yes, indeed. And there are more bird watching tips, or should we say birding, as the experts like to call it, in my brand new book, Fowl Weather, published by Algonquin Books of Chapel Hill.
Coming out in spring 2007.
Thanks for joining us today.